Have you ever found yourself waking up in the morning, not exactly sure what day it is, what's on your to-do list, or even what you feel like doing? You're not alone. A lot of people over 60 reach a point where time feels like it's slipping through their fingers, not because they're not doing anything, but because there's no rhythm to the day anymore. Retirement, grown kids, less social activity, it can all create this strange quiet where the days blend together. And let's be honest, it can leave you feeling a little lost, like you're drifting. But here's the good news, that feeling isn't permanent. And you don't need some complicated life overhaul to get out of it. What you need, more than anything, is a routine. Not the kind that feels rigid or overwhelming. I'm talking about a gentle structure that gives your day purpose, boosts your energy, and actually improves your physical and mental health. After 60, routine isn't just helpful, it's powerful. Because here's the truth, discipline, even just a little bit, doesn't take freedom away. It gives it back. It helps you feel in control again. It keeps your brain sharp, your body stronger, and your mood more stable. In this video, we're going to talk about simple, real-life habits that you can weave into your routine starting today. Not drastic changes, just small, doable shifts that can truly double your health, your vitality, and even your sense of joy. So, let's start with something many people overlook, how you begin your morning. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I'm retired. I can finally sleep in. I've earned it. And yes, absolutely, you've earned every bit of rest you want. But there's a big difference between rest and drift. Sleeping till noon every day, waking up at different times, skipping breakfast, those little things can chip away at your energy without you even noticing. One of the best things you can do for your body and mind is to wake up at the same time every day. Not early, just consistent. Whether it's 6:30 or 8:30, choose a time that feels right for your body and stick to it, even on weekends. When your brain knows what to expect, it starts regulating everything better. Hormones, appetite, mood, it's all connected. And once you're up, take just 10 quiet minutes before anything else. No phone, no TV, no emails. Just sit by a window, maybe with a cup of warm water or tea, and breathe. Let yourself ease into the day with presence, not pressure. You'll be amazed how much more grounded and energized you'll feel just by claiming those first few minutes for yourself. Now let's talk about the second key to building a healthy routine, movement. Not intense workouts. Not an hour on the treadmill. I'm talking about gentle, intentional movement every single day. You see, after 60, your body is talking to you more than ever. Joints feel a little stiffer. Muscles lose strength faster. Balance gets trickier. But here's what many people don't realize, most of that isn't just aging. It's disuse. It's inactivity. The good news? You don't need to become a gym rat. A simple morning stretch, a walk around your garden, or even slow marching in place while watching your favorite show can wake up your body and protect your mobility. And here's something fun to try. Choose a song you love from your younger years, something upbeat that makes you smile, and dance to it every morning. Not for exercise, for joy. That movement, combined with that memory, lights up your brain and lifts your spirit in ways medicine can't. The key is to schedule it. Not maybe I'll do it later. Pick a time, right after breakfast or before lunch, and make it part of your routine like brushing your teeth. The discipline isn't about being strict, it's about being kind to your future self. Speaking of breakfast, let's move to the third foundational part of your day, nutrition. Now, this one isn't about going on a diet or cutting out all your favorites. But after 60, what you eat, and when you eat, has an even bigger impact on how you feel. A lot of folks skip breakfast, thinking they're not hungry. But that early meal isn't just fuel, it's a signal to your metabolism that the day has started. Something as simple as warm oatmeal with fruit, or a boiled egg with toast and avocado, gives your brain the glucose it needs to think clearly. It steadies your blood sugar, so you don't crash mid-morning. And it sets you up to make better food choices later in the day. Here's a gentle rule that works wonders: don't go more than 4 to 5 waking hours without something nourishing. Even a handful of nuts, a banana, or a cup of yogurt counts. When you build little food anchors into your routine, your energy levels stay steadier, and your mood stays more even. And here's something even more powerful: when you combine consistent waking hours, gentle movement, and regular meals, your body starts to thrive. You sleep better at night. You feel clearer and more capable during the day. And you begin to notice little changes that add up: fewer aches, better digestion, even more confidence when walking or climbing stairs. This is what we mean when we say that discipline doubles your health. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up for yourself in small, loving ways every day. Because here's the truth: you are still building your life. At 60, 70, even 80 and beyond, you're still shaping your story. And every day you choose a routine that supports you, you're choosing to stay in the driver's seat. Now that we've started shaping your morning and talked about the importance of movement and nutrition, let's keep going. There's more to explore when it comes to creating a full, life-giving routine, things that go beyond the physical and reach into how you feel emotionally, how connected you are to others, and how you end each day with purpose. Now that your mornings are starting to take shape, with steady wake-up times, gentle movement, and nourishing meals, you're already building momentum. And that's one of the beautiful things about routines. Once you start, your body and mind begin to crave that structure. It becomes easier, not harder, to keep going. But health after 60 isn't just about what you do with your body. It's also about what you do with your time, your attention, and your sense of purpose. That brings us to something that many people overlook after retirement: having a reason to get up and get going beyond just surviving the day. You see, structure doesn't mean packing your day with tasks. It means giving your day meaning. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is to create a mid-morning ritual that connects you to something bigger than yourself. For some people, that might be journaling, writing down a few thoughts, memories, or goals for the week. For others, it could be tending to plants, volunteering at a local center, or calling a friend. What matters isn't what you do, it's that you do it regularly and with intention. Take, for example, someone who's always loved reading. Why not set aside 10:30 to 11 every day for a cup of tea and a good book? Or maybe you've always enjoyed working with your hands, woodworking, knitting, painting. Even if it's just 20 minutes a day, it counts. When you build these purpose pockets into your routine, you're not just filling time. You're giving your brain something to anticipate. And anticipation is powerful. It boosts dopamine, the feel-good chemical that keeps motivation alive. Without that, days can start to feel empty, and that's when loneliness and even depression can sneak in. But here's where discipline comes in again, not as a burden, but as a gift. Because on the days when you don't feel like it, when it's easier to stay in your chair or skip your favorite activity, a routine gives you something to lean on. You don't have to think about it. You just do it. And that consistency, over time, starts to feel like self-respect. Like you're keeping a promise to yourself. And speaking of promises, let's talk about one of the most underrated, but vital, parts of your day: connection with others. It's easy, especially after 60, for social circles to shrink. Friends move away. Family gets busy. Life gets quieter. And while peace and solitude are wonderful, we also need interaction to stay mentally sharp and emotionally balanced. The good news is, connection doesn't have to mean constant socializing. You don't need to be at events every night or on the phone for hours. What matters is intention. One meaningful interaction a day can completely shift your mood. Maybe it's a 5-minute chat with your neighbor while checking the mail. Maybe it's sending a voice message to a friend or having lunch with someone once a week. If you live alone, you might join a small group or class, art, walking, even something online like a book club. The trick is to schedule it, just like anything else in your routine. Set aside time, even if it's just 1 hour a week, for social nourishment. Because just like your body needs movement and meals, your heart needs connection. Now, let's touch on something that often gets ignored in the later part of the day: how you wind down. A strong routine isn't just about how you start your day, it's about how you close it. The hours before bedtime can either support your rest and recovery, or sabotage it. Here's a gentle reminder: after 60, your sleep patterns naturally shift. It's common to wake up more during the night or feel sleepy earlier in the evening. But that doesn't mean you're destined for poor sleep. A calming, consistent evening routine can dramatically improve how well you rest. Start by dimming your lights an hour before bed. Our brains respond to light like a switch. Bright lights tell the brain it's time to be alert, while soft, warm light signals it's time to wind down. You might also want to shut off screens at least 30 minutes before sleep. Instead, reach for something that soothes you: a gentle book, soft music, a warm bath, or a bit of light stretching. Some people find comfort in writing down what went well that day, just a sentence or two. Others might spend 5 quiet minutes focusing on gratitude. It may sound small, but those moments set a tone. They tell your body, you're safe. You can rest now. And consistency is everything. Going to bed at the same time, even within a 30-minute window, helps regulate your circadian rhythm. You'll fall asleep faster, wake up less, and feel more refreshed in the morning. You might be surprised how much better your digestion, memory, and even your mood improve just by protecting your sleep with a calm evening pattern. And let's not forget, routines aren't about perfection. You will have off days. Days when you sleep in, skip the walk, or don't feel like cooking. That's okay. Life isn't rigid, and your routine shouldn't be either. It should flex with you, but always return, like a gentle rhythm, a quiet heartbeat that keeps you steady. When your day has structure, you stop reacting to everything. You start choosing. You feel more in control, more aware, more alive. And there's something incredibly empowering about that, especially after 60, when so many people feel like life is slowing down. But in reality, life isn't slowing down. It's just inviting you to live it differently, more deliberately, more peacefully, and more in tune with what you need. By setting rhythms to your morning, creating time for purpose, connecting with others, and honoring your evening, you're giving yourself one of the greatest gifts possible, a day that feels meaningful. As we move forward together, I want you to imagine carrying that sense of calm, gratitude, and joyful intention right into the rest of your day. It's not just about how you start the morning, it's about letting that positive momentum gently pull you along, like a soft current you can float with instead of swimming against. One simple but powerful way to keep that energy alive is by staying connected to your body throughout the day. After all, energy isn't something we just store up in the morning and hope it lasts. It's something we continue to build and renew as the hours pass. So, here's a little secret that can make a big difference. Movement doesn't have to be long or intense to be effective. Tiny moments of movement, sprinkled throughout the day, can keep your blood flowing, your mind alert, and your mood lifted. Maybe every hour, you simply stand up and stretch your arms toward the ceiling. Maybe you take a slow, mindful walk around the living room or out into the garden. Maybe you turn on a favorite song and sway gently for a few minutes. These are not workouts. They're joyful reminders to your body that you're alive, you're capable, and you're choosing to care for yourself. It's easy to overlook, especially when the couch or a good book is calling your name. But trust me, even a tiny bit of movement can change how you feel dramatically. It's like lighting a match in a dark room. Suddenly everything feels a little more alive, a little more vibrant. And speaking of lighting up your day, another beautiful practice to weave into your life is staying mentally active. After 60, it's more important than ever to keep the mind curious and engaged. Think of your brain as a garden. It needs fresh seeds, a little tending, and a lot of love. You don't have to learn a new language or master chess to keep your mind healthy, unless of course you want to. Even small things make a difference. Reading a chapter of a new book, working on a puzzle, trying out a new recipe, listening to a podcast on a topic you've never explored before. These tiny adventures keep your brain flexible and your spirit young. Sometimes people believe that slowing down physically means slowing down mentally. But that's not true at all. You can continue to grow, learn, and discover new joys at any age. In fact, you might even find that now, without the rush of younger years, you have more room for exploration than ever before. Another important piece of keeping your energy and joy high is staying connected to people, to nature, to your own passions. It's easy, especially after retirement or big life transitions, to become a little isolated without even realizing it. But connection is like fuel for the soul. Maybe it's as simple as a friendly chat with a neighbor. Maybe it's calling a family member just to hear their voice. Maybe it's joining a club, a class, or even an online group that shares your interests. Human connection, even small daily doses, fills a very real emotional need that never goes away, no matter how old we get. And if reaching out to people feels overwhelming some days, that's okay too. You can always start by connecting with the world around you. Take a few moments to notice the way the sunlight falls through the trees, or the cheerful chirping of birds in the morning air. Feel the ground steady beneath your feet. Breathe in the life all around you. You're a part of this beautiful, ever-changing world, and every moment of connection to it adds richness to your life. Now, I want to leave you with a reminder that might be the most important of all. Be gentle with yourself. We live in a world that often pushes constant achievement and speed. But the real magic, especially after 60, often comes from slowing down and savoring each moment. Some mornings, your energy might soar. Other mornings, you might need a little extra rest. That's not a failure. That's life. Honor where you are, each and every day. Remember, joy doesn't come from having a perfect morning routine. It comes from creating mornings and days that feel good to your soul. It's about tuning in, listening to your own needs, and giving yourself the simple gifts of care, movement, connection, and gratitude. If you take just a few minutes each morning to breathe deeply, stretch kindly, set a loving intention, practice gratitude, and plan a small joyful activity, you are setting yourself up for days filled with more light, more laughter, and more life. It's never too late to start. And it's never too late to create a life you truly love waking up to. So, my friend, as the sun rises tomorrow and a new day stretches out before you, remember that you hold the power to shape it. Not by controlling everything that happens, but by choosing how you greet each moment. With an open heart, with a grateful spirit, with a little movement in your body and a sparkle in your eye. If today's message resonated with you, I would absolutely love to hear about it. What morning habit do you think you'll try first? Or do you already have a favorite ritual that brings you joy? Share it in the comments below. I read every single one, and it always warms my heart to hear your stories. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more wonderful people like you find our community. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips, inspiration, and heartfelt encouragement to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Here's to you, to your beautiful mornings, and to a life filled with joy, energy, and love. You are never too old, and it is never too late. Every day is a new beginning. Let's make the most of it. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep shining.